99.7 DJX, the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast. All you have to do is turn it up on demand.
I get that you can't listen in real time all the time, and that's why we have the podcast. And the number one podcast listened to over the weekend was the update on Paul by like hundreds and hundreds of listens, I got to be honest. And so,
really?
Yeah. And so if you missed it, you know, all weekend we were getting DMs about Paul's situation. But to recap quickly, in Paul's own words,
she has an ex that she dated for a while.
This is his girlfriend.
And he's coming into town, and he's going to stay with her for a week. And I'm not cool with that. So I don't know if I'm overreacting, if I have anything to worry about, if anybody else, maybe I'm the only one that doesn't, you know, hang out with their exes. I don't know. But it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, and so we discussed it in length, and then even on Friday in real time. And then we learned that his girlfriend, thanks to some messages back and forth, said they weren't ready to stay together, because I think we left it at, hey, why don't you just have your girlfriend stay with you, and then the ex can stay at her place? Problem solved. And she was
exactly. We thought it was genius.
Yeah, and she was all like, "Yo, I don't think we're ready for that in our relationship." She was at work and she couldn't get into it at the moment. Well, we left it.
We were like, "What?
I know.
You're not comfortable staying with your current boyfriend, but staying with the ex-boyfriend totally fine." We were just floored at that.
Yeah, so we left it Friday with Paul knowing that things didn't look good with his relationship with his girlfriend.
I'd written her off.
Yeah. Well, I
was done with it. I was done.
After so many of you reached out wanting to know more, including my wife, who literally asked me on Saturday, "Who's Paul? What do I tell my friend who texted me? Can you ask Ben what happened with Paul and his girl? Are his girlfriend and him still dating?"
So we were literally, he was texting her while we were like hanging on.
I know.
Like live on the air. It was happening in real time. We were invested. We didn't know what to do.
Yeah, so
I
reached back out to Paul and exchanged several messages with him over the weekend. And I'll tell you what he told me. And I kind of condensed everything into one message, so it's not as big of a train wreck as it was on Friday.
What do you mean? That was magic.
Was it? Okay.
That was real time, real life magic.
All right, so he says, "Hey, thanks for asking." After I reach out and say, "Hey, how is everything, with your girlfriend and everything?" So he says, "Hey, thanks for asking." So after everything went down Friday morning, she got back with me later that day, and we talked. I wasn't looking forward to this because I was thinking we were, all caps, done. Yeah, because I was going to say, because how we left it, again, it didn't look good.
We pretty much broke up with her for him.
Yeah. So he continues. She said she wasn't thinking about it rationally, and that I kind of caught her off guard with the questions while she was at work and felt put on the spot with everything. She admitted that she understood my hesitation and was willing to tell him that he couldn't stay at her place and to just find a hotel. So, I mean, that's good, right?
Okay. But I'm still kind of wondering why that wasn't like the immediate reaction. But continue.
All right. So he continues. I asked her about when she would feel comfortable with staying at my place. Because remember, that was kind of a big thing. It was like, yo. And Kelly, you brought it up. You were like, how is she going to be cool with an ex staying with her, but not her current boyfriend?
Yeah, she mentioned that they weren't ready for that in their relationship. And I was like,
I asked her about when she would feel comfortable with staying at my place. And she said she's even willing to start taking that slowly. So she's actually staying at my place this weekend. I feel much better about everything, and I'm glad her ex, at least, is getting a hotel room. Thanks again for the advice, Paul.
Okay. And then, Paul, if you're going to meet up with Mr. Ex-Boyfriend, everyone should spend time together. Okay? We don't let girlfriend go have a little, walk down memory lane date with ex-boyfriend without you tagging along. I feel like, everyone should get to know each other.
Yeah, what you said, because if she leaves and meets him at his hotel, that's even worse. And part of me still, again, my red flag BS detector is flying in the air, and it's like, dude, are you listening to what we're saying? Like,
my biggest thing is the fact that why wasn't this an immediate reaction for
exactly
her?
Like that's the tell. Like, she's telling on herself with her original like knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, her first response is like, "Whoa, we're not ready for that." And the whole thing that where she wanted to go down in the first place, but now she's coming back around saying, "Oh, now I see your point of view."
Yeah, because I don't
understand.
She had all day to kind of think about it and craft her response to him when she knew that they were going to have to talk on the phone and not just exchange a bunch of text messages, which I thought was wild that he even texted her to begin with. But
I know,
but. Like,
I mean, Mike is thinking the same thing. He thinks this is all BS. Got another text from a listener. Tish said, "Good morning. It's your way too invested listener. I just heard you during an update. Anyway, if Paul doesn't have siblings, he's my little brother now."
I know, he's all of our little brothers. Like, Paul,
we have adopted him big time.
Paul, come on, buddy. Listen to what we're saying. Like, okay. I mean, I hope that everything is great. Everything turned out great this weekend, and you better be involved in everything that happens over the weekend or this week. And I'm assuming
now, I know this sounds like we don't trust, and trust has to be like the number one thing, right?
Yep.
But I feel as though she gave us reasons to be a little iffy on the trust thing right now. And by the way, Kim was like, Ben's life coach corner has a good ring to it. Do we need to rename the bit?
No, definitely not. Because here's the thing.
Life coaching with Ben.
Here's the thing. We have a great set of listeners, and it's all you guys. And we don't have degrees. We don't have experience. We don't have anything other than opinions and a microphone. So,
well, yeah, I do have a degree, but it's not in this.
No, exactly. That's right. We don't have a degree in like life coaching, in social work,
or therapy,
in therapy, and anything.
Advice.
I mean, who needs to pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for therapy when you can just come to us, right?
You got the BK combo right here. We're free.
Okay. Well, anyways, that's the update. That's where we left it, and hopefully
we are hoping for the best.
Hopefully, yes, we won't get another update in a couple weeks. That's like, guys, you were right all along. I mean, I'm hoping that's not going to be the next update, but yeah, if you want to catch yourself up on the original and then like the update that we got last Friday, all of that up WDJX.com. Click on listen. She was going to be staying at his place this past weekend, and they were going to be working it out, and he felt comfortable. And she was just basically like, yo, I got caught off guard with the questions, and I felt put on the spot. And so, look, I understand your hesitation, and I'm willing to tell my ex that he can't stay at my place and has to find a hotel. So that's kind of...
Yeah, and then we're like cautiously optimistic for Paul, but I'm still very bothered with the fact that she didn't immediately understand why he was questioning that setup.
Right. Adriana...
Like why she didn't originally get, like, why he was upset.
Adriana said, you know what? I don't really agree with you guys because I get real mad real fast and then chill out and do better. So, maybe okay. that was the situation, and maybe we're crossing our fingers a little bit more that his girlfriend was a little bit just like put on the spot and then backed into a corner and just felt like she had to defend herself and was like, well, we're not ready for any of this, blah, 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 blah. And when in reality, she's like, yeah, I mean, we're fine. So
we're hoping that she doesn't want to go off for a little private dinner or something like that with the ex, and that Paul is always invited.
Yeah, exactly. Andrew, the love doctor, always chimes in when we have these sort of situations. So, I mean, did we steer Paul in the right direction?
Your listeners are spot on. You and Kelly are spot on. I mean, it is incredible. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, guess what? It's a duck.
It's a duck.
If I'm him, the flags are up.
Yeah.
She doesn't do anything with her ex without Paul. As a matter of fact, she should be wanting to introduce Paul to her ex.
Yeah.
That's what should be happening.
Yeah, this is my current boyfriend,
Absolutely.
Right.
We're solid. We're strong.
Yep.
Everything is great. Absolutely. You guys hit the nail on the head. Fantastic, man. Oh. Awesome.
Andrew, the love doctor, I appreciate you every time you want to chime in.
You guys are fantastic. Keep on loving.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Gosh, don't you feel accomplished
always-
when we get the stamp of approval
Yeah.
from Andrew the Love Doctor? Because he's like really a resident expert. He's kind of, our compass when it comes to all this. And when he feels like that we're really on target, it just makes me feel good inside.
Yeah, a little validation there for you. So, I just wanted to keep you updated. You can catch up on everything. We've always got it posted for you at WDJX.com. Click listen.